you must be aware of the thing that lead causes the toxicity, or mainly it causes the anemic conditions. So how it is causing anemia is, you should be knowing the mechanism of heme biosynthesis first. So in the heme biosynthesis, there are two processes going on simultaneously in the mitochondria as well as cytoplasm. So heme synthesis occurs in both of these states, but first stage start in the mitochondria, which is shown by ALA synthase enzyme. But I am going to talk here about the enzymes in the heme biosynthesis pathway which are inhibited by lead. So there are two enzymes which are inhibited by lead. One is ALAD, that is amino levulinic acid dehydratase, and second one is ferrochelatase. But the most affected enzyme is ALA dehydratase, that is ALAD. So this is the second step of heme biosynthesis and major step which is affected by lead poisoning, or with the because of lead. So what happens is, more and more amount of ALA forms, because if ALA is not getting converted into porphobilinogen by the enzyme ALA dehydratase, then more amount of ALA will be there. So what this ALA causes, that is this amino levulinic acid, this is very harmful to neurons, but this causes neuronal effects indirectly. But the formation of zinc protoporphyrin, which is because of the inhibition of this enzyme. So this zinc protoporphyrin is responsible for anemia. So this is how this byproducts causes lead toxicity in brain as well as in blood. So what are other mechanisms of brain toxicity induced by lead? Because I have shown you that ALA, which is the amino levulinic acid, is causes neuronal toxicity indirectly. But what are the other mechanisms? So one mechanism is, lead has 2 plus ions on it. So it is similar with the calcium ions, because calcium also has 2 plus ions. So lead is able to cross the blood brain barrier by mimicking calcium ion. So its uptake is by calcium ATPase pump. So this is how it is able to cross the blood brain barrier. Second one is, lead interferes with the synapse formation in the cerebral cortex. Also it interferes with the ion channels, so synapses are not getting formed. Third is, lead causes myelin loss, so it interferes with the neuronal transmission. Ultimately it decreases the neuronal growth. Next mechanism is that lead is also like magnesium ion. So lead blocks the NMDA receptors, which leads to inhibition of long-term potentiation, which downregulates the NMDA receptor. So it ultimately impairs the memory formation, which is in hippocampus, because we know that memory formation is done, or long term potentiation has a major role, or NMDA receptors has a major role in long term potentiation or synaptic plasticity. So this is how this lead causes toxicity to various organs.